checking it out a bit, and then I was looking around a bit. I've seen that there's a few companies who are trying to help companies for marketing, sales, and so on. I don't know how many there is. I've come across a few, and I don't know how good they are. I was looking into this one. Um, I guess that person has been doing some marketing for a bit and starting to go into sales, like closing and things like that. Uh, has not gone there yet, but talking about it. So I'll keep an eye on that and see. So look at what and ask around how effective she really is. She, if her work is really good, or what the impact is. Um, yeah, so it looks like there's quite a few opportunities out there. I think if you're gonna take a sales job, if you want to practice or get into it, you might be able to take it as a job. I would suggest doing commissions. Uh, yeah, it will depend on your performance. If you do a good job, then you'll get paid more because it's commissions is based on results. So if you have zero results, you will get paid zero. Um, then you might want to do like time, like hourly, some kind of job thing to learn it. Otherwise, you're restricting yourself if you take a job. Meaning, uh, if you're taking commission, you might be able to do more than one company. And on commissions, let's say, for example, percentage or something like that, then you can make a lot more in less time. It will fluctuate because it won't always guarantee that you will get results every time. Some days will be better than others. Some prospects will be more difficult than others. And definitely will be a learning thing where you are speaking with prospects and well, hopefully closing some of them. And if you do get stuck, seems like some of these places they also want to do training. So with the training, if you do get stuck, then you could reach out and see what they got for suggestions or help. I'm not sure if they're all good though. There's some I think they're not too bad and they might be okay. Uh, also have seen there are some what are very salesy, like very high energy. Not saying energy is bad. I'm just saying if you're not listening and you just talk a mile a minute and don't let the prospect have any energy, you're just gonna have all of it. It's a bit of a turnoff for quite a few people. So if it's a high energy person like the prospect at the right time and if they can build rapport through something like that and they feed off of each other that energy, then you'll probably have a close and they'll be happy with that. They'd like to talk to you again in the future and stuff like that. Otherwise, I think most, I guess I can't say most because there's quite a few that are, but to me it looks like sales is not going to stay that way where it's high energy and oh if I smile then you'll buy something. Um, I think it's getting a bit more into the finesse where it's about the customer and it. I guess the saying "customer is always right" has been around for long, but now it's about the customer's feelings, emotions, and things like that. Um, and ideally, you want to have them be able to open up and that you can connect. So building rapport becomes quite important now and into the future, the way I see it. Um, a lot of people, maybe all, like to be heard, right? So, and that's where the word venting comes from, I guess. Um, 'Cause it's not exactly always going to be their troubles, but you want to solve a problem or a difficulty or anything similar. Maybe even if it's, let's say, buying a car, for example. Um, it, it doesn't solve the biggest problem in this person's life. It gives you transportation, and buying a car you'd be happy with that just give you the transportation and the car you like. That's so you're not really going with logic. You're going with something that the next year the person's still happy with the car. Um, so you definitely want to know not not only oh well this thing drives you gotta buy it. You need something to drive so there you go. Now it's coming more to details where color makes a difference. Depends on the buyer, even the performance, uh, the name of the car, style, many things come into play. Even uh, the bells and whistles, I guess you could call it, right? Where the electronics and things like that, the luxury part of it, and so on. And that's what I see people more interested in buying is also a good service, right? So if you treat them well, you hear them out, and and they believe you have understood and you're helping them get what they want. Uh, I think that's where everything's going. The other styles work sometimes, and they're definitely, I guess they call it a number game. The more people you go through, the more sales you can make. So, and I guess I talked about the ratio in the past about 120, and then you end up with one customer. And I do believe if you're able to build rapport uh, and things like that with a customer, um, from 100 going down to 20 to end up with only one sale from the whole 100 people, you could increase that by a better rapport. Um, I do believe you could get quite a bit better than that ratio right there. So my camera girl is taking a nap now. It's been a pretty busy day. Um, yeah, I've been looking around for different opportunities and connecting. Um, Also looking where there's opportunity for business as well. So until tomorrow. Um, as I learn more about these different companies and see if I want to join them or if I get ideas off of them, we'll see what direction or how things go. Um, if the quality is too low in the companies that it doesn't look like there's something to benefit. Um, if I help them grow